you need to be careful about establishing like habits and thought patterns and like skills in shit that's antithetical to where you want to be in the future. So what I mean by that, I just filmed a video about like what the idea being like be yourself, because like it's better to be hated for who you are than loved for who you're not. I briefly touched on like I got good at like kind of hiding myself. Like, you know, I'd be good at like being a cool, chill guy. But I'm a spaz, bro. I'm not a cool, chill guy. I'm Grand Kielbasa. I'm Chase. That's not me. I'm not chill fucking like that. I'm just not that guy, okay? But instead of like just like being myself, I got good at not being myself. At just being some fucking chill dude who doesn't say anything emotional. He just says, he just, I don't know, he does that shit. So you might think, oh no, that's okay, Chase. Like you're just developing that skill, but like, you don't have to use that skill. However, there's more to that than just like the opportunity cost. Like, cause there is the opportunity cost. Like if you're developing that skill, you're not developing the skills you actually want. Like the skills you'll need for the future you want. Cause I've always been like a not romantic. I've always been like a fucking dreamy, what's it called? Not dreamy. Idealistic kind of guy. Like I've always wanted like just a happy happily ever after. And like that's in today's society. I mean, there are a lot of people that want that, but like nowadays, like everyone just wants to hook up. They're like, no, I can't get married until I've fucked 100 people. I have to make sure like. I have to like get good at like disposing of people. And like, if you're not perfect, you're not for me. I hate that shit. I just want one person that's not perfect, but perfect for me. So where I'm going with this, as someone who's always wanted just like one love, just one person I can be with and just be myself with and just have everything, like have a future with that person. Instead of like continuing to search for that and just like only looking for that, I was just a horn dog and I just said, hey, that's hard. I'm not good with that kind of shit. So I'm gonna work on the easier thing of just like part of this disposable hookup culture kind of shit. And there's also pressure like, oh, I gotta lose my virginity, gotta do this, gotta do that. But I learned a lot of bad skills, a lot of bad behaviors that kind of transferred over that like made me scared to be vulnerable. But dude, vulnerability in a short-term thing, it's bad. It's going to scare the person off. They don't want vulnerable. They just want a physical body. They just want some meat. They just want some cool dude. In a long-term loving relationship, you have to be vulnerable. You should be vulnerable. If you're not vulnerable, you're not doing it right. So I learned all the wrong skills. Not all the wrong skills, because I learned how to, I don't know, I learned like what I don't want. I learned, like there was a lot of shit I did learn, but I probably would have been better off if I just like kept on looking for just one person. Because at a certain point, I kind of thought like, I'm not going to find that person. I don't know if they exist. They exist, buddy. So don't give up. Don't become cynical. Don't think, oh, I have to, can't beat them, join them. You know, if you want to do it, there are some benefits, but you'd probably be better off if you just hold in there. Just hang in there, you know, try and be comfortable with yourself. That's easier said than done. It's easier to rather than work on yourself and like learn to be comfortable with yourself, like do therapy and that shit. It's easier to just like, oh, I'm just gonna go fucking match with random girls on Tinder that wanna sleep with me so I can feel like a confidence boost. And then feel empty inside afterwards. So no, I mean, be careful. Be careful, like practicing the wrong skills, because they're very different. Like if this is like the circle of skills for learning how to be in a loving relationship, and these are the circle of skills for like short term kind of shit, meaningless shit. The overlap between the two is very tiny, and it's not like they're completely fucking mutually exclusive, But it's not like they're like this either. Like if you might think, oh, if I get good at talking to people, I'm good at talking to people. But no. The overlap is so fucking tiny. It's like this. Like this is the overlap. Like you can barely see the overlap. What the fuck am I doing? But that's the idea. Like, so be careful about reinforcing the wrong skills, because it's not like you're just foregoing these skills. You're actually moving in the opposite direction. Like the skills for this, a lot of them are just the opposite of what you need. It's not like they're just irrelevant. They're just the opposite. Like you're going in the wrong direction. So just keep that in mind. And whatever context it might be, like if you see a future, if you hate that you like, I like video games, but if you hate that you love video games and you don't want to be playing video games in the future, then don't spend all day like playing video games. And even if you do love video games, like if you want in the future to like it be a casual thing, not like your whole life, don't spend all day like playing video games, like reinforcing that. Because you're foregoing the skills you'll actually need. And you're also like, you're moving in the wrong direction sometimes. So whatever it is, I don't know. Those are my two examples. They're kind of silly examples, but you get the idea, hopefully. If you don't, I'll ask me in the comments. I'll try and clear that up. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you.